welcome to Whiskey Scars and Battle Bars. So, on my way to work this morning, I was watching this video, or listening to this video. Philip Anthony Mitchell, if you haven't heard of him, Philip Anthony Mitchell, I actually posted another video about a month ago of his as well. I just really admire this pastor because he is really embedded in the Word. But as I was listening to this sermon, this was about 11 months ago, I guess, when it was recorded, about around Thanksgiving. He tells a story. He talks about how he's flying back to Atlanta and wants to go back to his family. And he's hungry and he's wanting to go to Burger King because that's the only option that's open at the airport. So now this is not the purpose of his sermon, of what I'm going to get into afterwards or during it, but this is what really spoke to me as well. So let's get into it, shall we?
The only place open was a Burger King. One of the brothers said with me, but it ain't the best place to eat, but it's food though. So my team and I, we go to Burger King to eat. Now it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. We get our food, we sit down to eat our Burger King. Now watch. As we're eating, two homeless men, because if you know anything about ATL Airport, you know the MARTA runs into the airport, and homeless people travel on the MARTA into the airport, and they sleep there at night because it's cold outside. So as we're eating, I'm eating my Whopper. I got French fries and onion rings and a pink lemonade. Yeah. And as I'm eating my Whopper, a homeless man sits down right across from me at the table. And another one sits right next to me at the other table. And I'm eating, but I'm scheming on them at the same time. I'm praying for them, watch, in my heart, that God would ease their suffering, that salvation would come to them. But for me, it's not enough to pray because I want to be an answer to prayer. So I'm digging around in my wallet and I only got $20 left. Watch. And I tapped the man on my left and I give him this $20. I said, have you ate today? He said, no. I said, take this $20, go get some food right there at Burger King. He thanks me. He's happy. He's full of joy. He's full of gratitude. The other man, I tapped Kenny. I said, give me $20. True story. Kenny gives me $20 and I go in, watch. I tap the other man and I say, here, we want to give this to you. And he shoves me off. And I shake him again. I say, here, we're trying to give this to you. And he shoves me off. Get away from me. Don't touch me. One man receives the grace of what I'm trying to give him. Wow. It's going to make sense by the time I get into the text. The other man rejects the same grace. Wow. It's going to make sense when I get into the text. I'm giving the same grace, the same $20, the same mercy to two men. The same $20, the same mercy to two men. One man receives that grace, and the other man rejects the grace. One man is thankful for the $20. The other man categorically rejects the $20. Same money, same person given the grace. One person receives the grace, the other person rejects it. When I walk off, my heart is broken for the man who rejects my grace. And now I have to leave him hungry.
Yeah, again, I listened to the whole video as I was going to work, and the whole sermon really was not about where I am actually going to take this, but I'm related to alcoholism and any other addiction. So I remember when I was struggling, when I was in the depths of despair in alcohol, and how many people just reached out and said, hey, I want to offer you help. You need help. And I just said, no, I don't need any help. I'm like getting the Heisman, just and I just resisted. But then one day I said yes. And the same thing is true, that God offered me grace, offered me forgiveness all those months, the 3 years ago, 2 years ago, and I just didn't feel like I was humbled enough or ready to receive that grace, that forgiveness. And I didn't want to take that step. I didn't want to humble myself. I thought I could just do it on my own. I just wanted to resist. It's about our mindset, about where we are at, of humbling ourselves, acknowledging our pain, acknowledging where we're at in our struggles, that we are at a standstill, that we can't get better by ourselves. All we're going to do is get worse. And if you've gone to AA or any other group for any kind of addiction, it always goes back to higher power, and that's God. So if you want to take that just a step towards recovery, leave a like. I mean, and just, if you want to stay anonymous, whatever. I mean, just leave a like, whatever. Or comment, if you will. I mean, just so I know that I'm not alone in this. So join with me as we continue along this journey, and I'll see you next time.